Hey everybody, welcome back. My name is Katie and we're doing a reading journal video today. It's been a long time. I have read a couple books since the last time I actually journaled, and a couple of them I just didn't put in the journal. I don't know, I just didn't. But we're gonna do this one because it was really good. I just read Mate by not Mate, I was just looking at the word, this one. I read Thornbird by Elle Kennedy. Actually, she's going by E. Kennedy for this one. This is her first kind of like thriller novel. She is the author who writes all those spicy hockey romances. She wrote the Off-Campus series, if you guys are into that. I read that series years ago, and I was so hyped when the show came out. I binged it in like, I think one night. I think I stayed up the entire night and watched it. So this book just came out. I think it came out at the end of June. That sounds right. And somehow, some way, my little baby town library already had the audiobook available on our little cloud library program. So I was able to listen to it. I did listen to the audiobook. I liked it. I thought it was good. This is definitely a 4-star book. We can chat about it. I'm going to journal about it. You guys know I like to do these like journal creative style spreads just for fun, to commemorate the books that I read. I'm a book lover. It's just for fun. So let's jump into this. There will be spoilers. This is not like me necessarily convincing you to read it. It's more like, if you have read it, let's chat. It is new, so I don't know, but Elle Kennedy is she's a big author, so a lot of you guys might have read this. So I did hand cut these little stickers out because I am fighting with my silhouette again and again. So some stickers, I have some little blood splattery bits, and my idea here, because it's like a thriller kind of, it's not like a whodunit, you know who did it. The main character is the daughter of a convicted serial killer. It's the 10-year anniversary of when he got found out and got arrested, and she unfortunately has to move back to that hometown where it all happened. When I think she was like 6 when everything got found out and she got taken away. They changed her name. She lived with family elsewhere. That family member died. She has no choice but to move back. So now she's back. It's her senior year of high school, and it's the 10-year anniversary in the town where all these murders happened. So no one knows who she is, and the whole, I guess, like whodunit of the story is where the bodies were never found. So we know who did it. So it's more like they're looking for the bodies, they're looking for clues. She's reading letters he sent her and just trying to like live her life. So I thought that this would be a fun spread to kind of make it look like what are those boards called where you're like trying to piece together a crime, where they have like the red string to connect the different ideas and thoughts and stuff. I thought it'd be fun to try and make this spread look like that. Can I actually do it? I don't know. But I'm gonna grab a red pen and ruler, and we're gonna attempt this. I would like to do some like black and red in the background, but I want the red pen to be able to like actually show. So I think I'm gonna put all my stickers down, do the red pen, and then kind of try and weasel in some background. Kind of like here, how I have like the Aurora Borealis background. I kind of want to have some color in the back of the spread as well. So let's just get started and we'll chat about the book a little bit. This is the cover of the book. It's called Thornbird because their last name is Thorn, and the guy's like obsessed with birds, and ultimately that's how they find where the bodies are. That is a spoiler, they do find them at the end, but like we knew they were gonna find them at the end. It's not particularly scary, and it's not particularly gory or bloody or anything like that. There are a couple parts that made my stomach kind of whoop, but it's not bad at all. I think even like late middle school, I would have been okay reading something like this. So don't stay away from it just because you think it's scary. There's a couple parts that are a tiny bit intense, but like nothing happens. Everything is fine. There's nothing crazy gory. So we have the cover of the book. Our main character has changed her name to Ryan. Her original like given name was Gabrielle, because the name of her father is Gabriel. So he named her after himself. And she gets these weird texts from people. There's a little bit of like love interest stuff going on here. It's not a spicy book, I wouldn't say that. There's a couple kissing scenes, and then they allude to some things like once or twice, but like, I mean, very like allude. There is no details, so it's not spicy. So we have our main characters, the men she meets, the boys, whatever, they're in high school, and our main girl here. And then she does love to take pictures. She's a photographer. That's how she meets some of the characters, and she's in the woods a lot, which is a big part of it, because she grew up in like a cabin in the woods, and they would build birdhouses and stuff together, and that's how Gabriel went under the radar for so long. So I think they call him what's the name of the town? Whatever the name of the town is, I can't remember what it is now. It's something, they call him like the town slayer. So it's a whole thing. And the women that he murdered, they call them the sparrows, because that's what he kind of called them. And like, it's weird, the alluding to the bird thing. He was real into art and nature and stuff. It's a whole thing. But anyway, she's a photographer in the woods, taking pictures all the time. And she has a diamond necklace because her mother did get murdered by this man too. So because she found out the secret, became a tussle, he kills her while our girl was there. So that's awful, but it is what happened. And just gonna start sticking some stuff down so we can actually get moving here. I'm just chatting. So she has a creation diamond. It's like a locket, and when you open it up, it had something inside. I don't know what it was, but the locket goes missing, and that's how whoever ended up with the locket, which you don't find out till like the end who has the locket through like the whole book. That's how they kind of piece it together. They know who she is. Maybe something, maybe, ooh, okay, maybe like this, because I don't want the two gray stickers side by side, so maybe we go like this. And I also want to put in like a star tracker, like a rating tracker. I've got some little blood splatters, because these women, like, they were murdered, so it is like a, so I'm going to do it just a little bit of blood splatter, which I almost didn't because it almost grossed me out. So there's that. And then I'm going to do some box stickers here from my rainbow collection. This is Wrong. And do I want to do like gray, like silver gray boxes? I can also do red. And I can do black, but I've got black. Like, I want to do black in the background. So I think I'm gonna do, I'm gonna do some gray. I want to do kind of a box, either a long box or a square box, so I can do some journaling. Maybe we do the square. What do we have for, I've got a black square. Okay, so maybe that's the one we use. And then for red, it's real limited here, but I have stuff. Let's do black. So I'm gonna do just a little bit of journaling about the book. So maybe that goes down here. And I'll go like this at an angle with this one. And then I want a couple little boxes to write down like my little stats. I like to write when I read the book, like how long it took me. This one I got through in 3 days. 3 days? 8, 9, 10, 11, 4 days, but 3 sittings of the book, which, like, I was doing things around the house. Like, I listened to the book while I cleaned my entire house one day, and then one day I was working on some craft stuff, and then one day I don't even remember. Sometimes I just sit on my couch and I'll put ambience on the TV. Like, you can go on to YouTube and type like rainy reading ambience or just like fall ambience, and it's just like pretty honestly, it's AI, like a pretty background. I put that on. I turn all the big lights off. Do not like the big lights. And I put my lamps on. And when I'm home alone, I'll just listen to that and literally play games on my phone. So there's that. That's probably what I did one night. Let's go like this. Yeah. But I thought it was good. I liked the main character. I liked Ryan because I feel like sometimes in these books, like, they miss obvious things. Like, you're like, what do you mean? How did you not see that coming? Like, you know, because we outside of the book have a different perspective than the characters inside the book. But even then, sometimes it feels like things are obvious. And she questions almost everything, especially when, like, who's texting her. She really was, like, reasoning it out in her mind in a way that I, the reader, would also do. It didn't feel like she was oblivious to anything. It didn't feel like she was dumb. She actually was a very likable character. Lots of empathy, smart, funny. I liked how she reasoned through things, and I liked her, like, the emotion she had, because obviously she was going through it, being back in that town. And of course there's like internet sleuths and stuff. That's a big thing today, so that's a big part of the story. Trying to catch on to who she is and all that stuff. Maybe we go like this. And now let's take gray boxes. Let's do, what do we want to write? I do want to do a star tracker. These are from Etsy shop named Print and Plan. And I just printed them, and here we are. So let's do like a red. And we can do that down here. And then let's do, what do I want to write down? I want to write down that it was an audiobook, how long it was, and what days I read it. So I need 3 boxes. What do I have for black in boxes? I don't think anything. Yeah. Y'all, this page is dead empty. Okay. I have like 1 square. We can use that 1 square. We'll use this. And then jumping into the gray, we'll do a gray long box, maybe like this, just a little layering, and then I'll take another gray. Let's do like a medium-sized one like that, and I'll put this one down here. Okay, now I'm going to attempt to make these look like they're connected with the red, whatever it's called, the pen, red string. So I'm going to draw little dots on all of these little squares to, I guess, make it look like a, kind of like a pin. This might not look good, but we're trying it. This might be good. We'll see. Okay, and now I'm going to take my little red Bic marker and see what we get here. Okay, so maybe I'll do like that. And I'll go like this, like it's connected to something up there. And maybe we connect these two. I am going to draw across the picture, but I think that's okay. I think that's kind of the look I want to go for here. Okay. So far, it's not looking bad. And then I'll connect it to the necklace. And then maybe this guy also goes up. But maybe this one connects to the necklace. Connects to the boys. And then I'll do this one going down. I mean, it's kind of working, right? Right? Kind of, yeah. And then I'll do one here. And we'll come down. This could be way worse. It actually looks not bad. Like, compared to what was in my head, this ain't half bad. Yeah, I don't hate this. What else should we connect? Should this connect to something else? Maybe. Should it go here or up here? Let's go up here. Okay, I don't hate that. I mean, I can see what I meant to do. So I'm okay with that, that's fine. Okay, do I want to attempt to get some of this black in here? I kind of feel like I do. So I've just got a black piece of paper and I'm gonna do some tearing and see where we can. I can probably get something here. It's black on black, but I'm okay with that because there's no red lines. This is probably the only, one of my only good spots. Of course my sticker tears. Okay. Pull that up. And then I'm gonna take, this is a broken tape runner, but I don't wanna waste the tape inside of it because they're expensive. So I'm gonna take and like use the sticky. And they're still sticky on this. We're gonna do it again. Good. Okay. There we go. Put that back down. And then I will trim this off. Oop. That's fine. Not a big deal. Let's continue. That's not very good, but it's not that serious. It's just my little like personal fun little crafty journal, so that's fine. And then where else can we get some of this black in here? We can probably get some under the camera and maybe a little piece right there. And actually, I'm going to put the tape on the journal, I think. Now let's see. Good. And we'll trim that. And let's see, where else can we fit some black? Down here. You know what? I can do a long. Let's do a... Yeah, that's good. Okay, so I'm going to attempt to pick up this camera. Lovely, lovely. Goodness gracious. It's sticking to me. This is not the most effective way to do this, but... And it's on the ground. But I don't want to waste the sticky. These are expensive. Do a little bit up here. Goodness gracious, get off my fingers. And now let's see what we can I lift this guy? Ooh, got stuff sticking to me all over. This is not the way to do this, but it's the way I am, so. Oh my gosh, there's sticky remnants everywhere. Oh my god. It's like sticky little strands of stuff now. Okay. Oh, I wanted it to go further. Well, this is where it's sitting, so. Okay, that's fine. Let's trim this up. Golly, these little sticky stringies. It's like collecting dust and fuzz from the air and making a mess. Okay, there we go. It's just some pops of black color in there. think that looks good. And then let's do the blood splatters. Okay, let's do maybe like this big guy up here, because this is blank, so maybe we do. I used to spell out the name and author of the book with alphabet letters, but it's literally, the only spot I think would look good is right here or across the bottom here, but it's literally right by this, and that's good enough. So I'm gonna do some of this. My little hand cut stickers. And I actually got my cut lines to look so good. I just wouldn't cut. I don't know what I did. Let's do our other big guy. Maybe down here. June 30th, it says it right there. That's when this book came out. And it's definitely a standalone, like the book resolves completely, which I appreciate. As gross as it is, I think the blood splatter actually makes the spread look pretty cool. Okay, a couple more. Let's see. We'll do one here. And I didn't do specific quotes because there are some quotes and stuff kind of in here. Like she gets the text messages and one of them is, "Stop looking or you'll regret it. Remember, I know who you are, Gabrielle Thorne." So that's a quote. And then over here, "I can't risk getting close enough to anyone to figure them out, because if anyone figures me out, my life will be over." That's a quote in there as well. So I felt like that was good enough. There we go. That's good. It's simple, but I don't hate it. I think it looks pretty good. So I'm going to pause and write everything in, and then I'll show you the finished spread. Okay, we are back. I wrote in my little stats, how long it took me to read. It was 12 hours and 24 minutes, and I wrote my little synopsis here. Something that I wrote in here that I didn't really mention is that the world building in this book is very cool. It's a standalone little single contemporary novel, and it really built an entire world and a background of this crime and her life, and like so it was so good that I could believe that this was a real crime. I caught myself thinking, oh, like I should research this crime since I'm reading this book, but it's not. It's completely fictional. And it's a very cool story, because if you like true crime and serial killers and you like the story that kind of gets built around them, how they have like they have a name, kind of like John Wayne Gacy, he's the clown killer, and like it builds a world kind of like that. Like he is like the slayer. He has his sparrows and the birds, and it sounds a little cheesy, I think, when I say it out loud, but whenever you really look at her childhood and how artsy everything was, and then she goes into the photography and she's in the woods and stuff, like it really is a whole world, and it was a good book. I enjoyed it. I like Elle Kennedy in general. There have been a couple of her books that I did not finish, but I think that was more about me and where I was in life, not about the actual, like how good the book was. Sometimes I'm just not in the mood for that book. That's not where my life is, so that's totally okay. This book though, I recommend. I liked it. And yeah, this is the spread. I think it came out cute. It's a little simple, but I think like the vibe is there and I'm happy with it. So there we go. That is the spread for Thornbird. Thank you so much for being here, you guys. This was fun to make. I haven't done one of these in a while. And the next book I'm reading is Give Them Something. Let's give them pumpkin to talk about. It is, I can't remember the name of the, Isabella Popp, P-O-P-P. She has a new book out called I Haunt It That Way, and it's like a spooky time, spicy romance type book. And I looked that book up. That one's not in my library, but the book she came out with a year or two ago is Let's Give Them Some Pumpkin to talk about. It's like a pumpkin patch. It's like a grumpy sunshine. She's a black cat. He's golden retriever kind of vibe. And I remember seeing the book at Sam's and really wanting to read it. So that one is available as an audiobook. So I already downloaded that. That's what I'm going to be jumping into next. Some lovely cozy fall reads. So anyway, I'm done rambling. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you've read the book, if you want to read the book. Give me your thoughts. Let's chat, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, everybody.